Hey guys, it's Zach. Welcome back to Legionwood 2, Rise of the Eternals realm, where I can't talk and the rules don't matter. The rules matter. The rules always matter. So we made it to Farum, and bad things are happening here. This is the town where Felix is from, and, well, he isn't exactly liked. Well, let's just say a lot of the people here don't like him for some reason. Well, maybe not a lot of the people, but at least one has it out for him. What is this? Gaius Emilius Ferrum's greatest senator and founder of the Ferrum Academy. Statue in the middle of the fountain. It was given to the Academy as a gift from Hawkshire centuries ago. The man who founded this Academy was a personal friend of the Hawkshire royal family. Whatever happened to them? Because, like, Thera was the last heir, right? And she ran off with Gaia. So what happened to Hawkshire? Only my second year training at the Academy. Only 30 years and above are allowed to join the Imperial Army, so I'm stuck here in guard duty. Actually, considering all the trouble with monsters and the barbarians, that may not be a bad thing. Hello there, travelers. You look like you've seen a fair share of adventure. My area of study is ancient civilizations. Try to unlock the secrets of the people who lived in this area before us. Oh, would this happen to have anything to do with the ruins up above? I almost figured out how to access the ruined keep north of here so you can see what's inside. Yep. But I'm missing the last piece of the puzzle. I have. Well, we do have the stone tablet an alchemist in Corinth gave us. It's too better and more to be of any use, though. My God, this is it. You're right, it's seen better days. Let's not worry, though. I can handle ancient artifacts all the time, and I can have this restored without too much trouble. Here, let me look at it. There, it's all done. Well, that was certainly an interesting read. It appears the Rosetta Stone is the key to use to unlock the ruins. The directions the ancients left behind say to simply insert the stone into a slot at the entrance to the keep. And the curious scholar can simply walk right in. Well, it does seem to be one problem, though. The stone says only someone with a pure heart will be able to break the seal. I don't mean to hurl insults at the Academy, but life in the Academy can be competitive, to say the least. There's no way I'll be able to do it. I'm a hero! I can do it! You, on the other hand, well, I've heard so many good things about you. Of course I'm willing to pay you, and you can keep anything you find inside. All I'm interested in is knowledge. Could you help me? Sure. You want to explore the ruins for me? Excellent. I can't thank you enough. The Rosetta Stone mentions the ancients left a set of scriptures recording their history sealed inside. If you can find them, I'll be much obliged. Bring back the scriptures. I'll have the Academy pay you back nicely for your efforts. Here, take the Rosetta Stone back. You'll need it to get inside. Good luck. Got it! Staying here for my final exam. If I pass, I'll be allowed to apply to be a curator at the Precursor Library in the Imperial Capital. It's every scholar's dream to be able to study the ancient manuscripts kept there. Copy of Trevelyan. Okay. Second modern movement is a label given to the cultural shift in art and literature that occurred following the defeat of Kastos, spanning the 28th century AC to present day. This movement represents a shift away from the focus on nationalism and Trevelyan's accomplishments that marked the first modern movement. Instead, works from this movement emphasize a criticism of Trevelyan and a wider view of Legionwood on a global scale. It is common for these works to compare Trevelyan with other nations in order to express the shortcomings of all of modern Trevelyan, or else to emphasize the view of all humanity as a single race, as occurred during the Followers' War. For example, Seti's seminal novel A Man from Charn reflects upon the cruelties instigated by Trevelyan during the Followers' War, and Butcher's play Alexis, which details Trevelyan's efforts to reconcile with the world. Perhaps the most controversial work produced during the period is Tyrion's Dungpile Senate, published in 2982, which blatantly criticizes Trevelyan's system of government. This text is widely shunned by Trevelyan critics. Oh, hello. Academy's library is the biggest in all Trevelyan, save for the one in the Imperial Capital. Several important texts in a variety of disciplines are kept here. As part of their final assessment, all Academy students need to have read at least 8 of the prominent texts from their chosen field. Okay, can I read one? This is a copy of Trevelyan History Volume 3, Dating conventions, like as in time, not as in... Okay. In discipline of history, 2 distinct dating systems are used to designate between the precursor and the current area. Following the arrival of Kastos and Legionwood. Widely accepted practice among historians is to divide these areas into 2 separate timescales, using the suffix BC and AC appended to a given year. BC, standing for before Kastos, is used to denote dates that occurred during the era of the precursor civilization. The years 6000 BC to 1 BC are widely accepted to cover the evolution and development of Legionwood's precursor civilizations, with the year 1 BC being the year commonly attributed to Castoth's arrival. Following the destruction of the precursor civilization by Castoth, the suffix "asix," meaning after Castoth, is used to denote the dates that occurred during the current era, from the rebirth of the civilization to the present day. For example, the year 1731 AC is when the Great War and Castoth's first revival attempt occurred. Similarly, the year 2736 AC is when the Fuller's War occurred, with the current calendar year being 3051 AC. Is that the actual current calendar year, or is that when this book came out? Some historians argue that the third dating convention should be used for years after the Fuller's War, though through usage of the convention, the suffix "NE" New Era is not widespread. Following this convention, the year 3051 AC is 316 NE. Okay. 30 to 60 years after the Fall War. That's pretty much what that means, right? The Academy is the most important center of learning and knowledge in Ultraville. People come from all over the Empire to study and train here. It's considered a great honor to be accepted as a student. That's so. When you get to your third year, you get to learn about the different classes and subclasses. Here at the Academy, they teach students how to utilize the Ranger class, which isn't taught anywhere else. Oh, can I learn? Those who don't choose the scholarly path at the Academy are trained up to be elite soldiers in the Imperial Army. We spent 3 years training them in all sorts of weapons and different combat situations. Don't talk to me right now. I'm already down by 2 losses this week. I really need to come out on top in this one. We have to spar with each other, with each other recruit at least once every week. Our instructor records the results of each match, and at the end of the semester, they get factored into our final mark. To pass, you need to be a good fighter. Okay. Have I been... Mind if we stop a second? Yeah. Sure. Was it, Felix? Something wrong? Nah, not at all. I was just thinking maybe it's best if I wait out here while I speak at Glacius. Have me around might cause trouble. Oh, no. I've played enough RPGs to see where this is going. He's Glacius' son, isn't he? Maybe not. I don't know.
Is this to do with the things the man Julian said before? Didn't you tell us only a moment ago, so it wasn't anything to be concerned about?
There's a boss. It's just I already know what they're gonna say if I step into that room with you. They're just gonna bring up the past, and I don't know if I'm ready to hear about it yet. When I left this town, I tried to put all that stuff behind me. Now I'm back and finding out I have to deal with it, whether I like it or not. At the moment, I'm still not quite sure what to think about it all. I need a few minutes to think over it on my own, so you don't mind I'll wait out here and stay out of trouble.
I don't know, Felix. I'd rather not let things get even more complicated, but if you really do need to clear your head, I suppose that's what's important. Are you sure this isn't going to get you in trouble? If there's bad blood between you and the people of Farah, maybe it's best if we stick together for now.
It'll be fine, don't worry about it. I'll head over to the library and ask for you things for Marcus, so we can save some time. While I'm at it, I'll have a good long think about what happened here and what Julian said, and we'll meet up, and everything's good with Glacius. Get on the road to Entamon. It's not gonna work. Alright, we get our preparation done ahead of schedule. When Glacius gets to see you, and I avoid an awkward conversation too. Everybody wins, right? Let him go, General. He's not ready to hear what Glacius has to say about him. Give him a chance to make peace with his past in his own time. Why is she not here? I don't see her.
Okay, fine. If that's really what you want, then I suppose it's not my place to stop you. We'll meet up again after we're through with Glacius. Please, Felix, stay out of trouble.
Trust me, you won't even know I'm gone. Well then, I'll head over to the library and see if I can scratch up any useful information. Good luck with Gracias. He's an old windbag. And well, thanks I guess. It isn't like me to say, but, well, I appreciate it. There's a part of me I've ignored for several years now, and won't stand to be ignored for any longer. Will it be okay, do you think? She's not here! She should be here, but she's not! She's not showing up! Is this a glitch, or is she just not supposed to be visible?
Oh no, it's not like him to be so unsure of himself. Coming back to Feather must really be bothering him. I guess nobody really knows for sure except Felix.
Well, we just lost Felix. Oh, I'm not allowed up there. Oh, I can't go there. Okay. Well, what if I go through here? Oh, that's down. Sorry, but I couldn't let you into the catacombs. When the barbarians were occupying the city, it got infested with aggressive monsters, and we're still a long way from clearing it out. Unless you've got written permission from Senator Glacius to pay respect to so many inside, you'll have to leave. Okay, so that just brought up another possibility. Maybe Glacius isn't gonna throw us down there and try and kill us all. Maybe he's going to ask us to go down there and clear the monsters, and that's how he knows we can handle it. So we'll find out, won't we? Farum doesn't have forums, so Senator Glacius hosts Parliament in the Academy instead. Unfortunately, that means all the other politicians are Academy staff, so nobody ever disagrees about anything. Those of us who are studying politics are allowed to sit on Senator Glacius' Parliament and take notes. Farum doesn't have a dedicated forum like the other cities, though, so there isn't often a lot to write about. Who are you? Go and speak to Senator Glacius. I'm told not to waste my time with you. You're charming as ever. Senator Glacius has held this position for 3 full terms now. Whenever there's an election in Farum, the majority of the votes come from us in the Academy, and we can't think of anyone more capable as a senator. Okay, so it's rigged. That's what you're telling me. You're Glacius, right? Your lackey Julius told us to come and see you. I am indeed Senator Glacius of Farum, and you were summoned to my academy for good reason. Now I'm a busy man, and I do not tolerate insolence. Did Julian inform you as to why I wish to speak with you? Yes, he did, Glacius. However, I believe General Olian also told him we are following direct orders of the Emperor, and our plans in Antobon are our own business. You know the policies of the Imperial Senate as well as I do, Glacius, and you know by challenging a writ issued directly by the Emperor is forbidden, so the threats that were made toward us and our companion Felix are unwarranted. If anything, I'd say they count as treason. Wasn't Julius complaining about someone committing treason? You're going to insist on bullying us, then we are no obligation to be here. Believe me, Senator Marcus, I have complete and utmost respect for you and General Ilia's authority. Forgive me, perhaps I did not go about establishing the urgency of this situation in the correct way. The issue as it stands is this. I am aware you are on your way to Antobon to try and forge an alliance with the barbarians. However, as I understand it, neither of you have ever been to Antobon before. I wanted to hear your plans regarding how you intend to approach the barbarian royalty and offer some advice. You use barbarian every other sentence. It's no longer you don't get along. Here in Farum, we have built up an understanding of the customs of Antobon over several decades of relations, and I believe my input may be useful to you, especially given how the income of your mission in Antobon may affect the new crisis with the Eternal Gates. Wait, how do you know about the Eternal Gates?
You know about the Eternal Gates, but how can this be? We were told to keep their existence secret so we don't jeopardize our mission.
Something bad's going on here. He knows more than he's letting on. Well, he hasn't really lit on anything, but still. Upon hearing of your experiences, the Emperor sent a letter to each of Chevel's senators informing the seriousness of the crisis and requesting we aid you in any way possible. By summoning you, I merely tried to honor the Emperor's request. It would have been counterproductive to allow you to enter Antobon unprepared.
Okay, be that as it may, there was still no need to send your lackey to lord over us. I don't appreciate being patronized, Senator, and I don't appreciate accusations being made against my men. For here to discuss the internal gates, and whatever happened in Felix's past has nothing to do with it.
Actually, Felix's past is entirely irrelevant to the situation. As I was saying to Senator Glacius before, if the likes of him are being entrusted with such a perilous task, I think we have a duty to ensure the right decision was made. Speaking of which, I noticed that Felix has declined the chance to come and explain himself to us. Such a shame, but not really a surprise. Not the first time he's been so cowardly. Okay. Here's the thing about Felix. He's a jerk. He says stuff he shouldn't. But this is understandable. I don't know what happened in the past. But I'm choosing at the moment to believe that he was not responsible, or at least not wholly responsible for whatever happened. Because I feel like the way he talked about it was sincere. He is getting a ton of blame that he doesn't deserve. At least that's what it seems like so far. I'd run away too! I want to walk away too! I want to avoid this situation too! Is it the right thing to do? No! But I would do the exact same thing! I'm pretty sure of it! Oh my god. Whatever Felix has done, it doesn't mean anything now. He's been good friends to me, and if you want us to help you, you should stop judging us.
Let it go, Lionel. It's not worth getting upset about. It's only bully tactics they're using to get us to help them. I'll deal with it.
Bully tactics, see how ignorant they are, Senator? I hate you. I told you Felix's involvement was worthy of concern. Julian, you are irritating them. Please bury your grudge for the time being and let me do the talking. You must forgive Julian. When Felix was last here in Ferrum, the two of them were not the best of friends. Felix is the one many around here would like to forget. Myself, I entertain a notion that people can change. Felix has not been as open with the superiors about his past as he should have been. That is your concern and not mine. I am here only to make sure that your mission has as high a chance of succeeding as possible. Can I read correctly? You are informed to prepare for two things, right? The first course is what to do once in Entoban, and the second is the question of monsters on your way there. I intend to help you with both. I will give you access to fighting techniques that only Academy students are privy to in preparation for the monsters, and I'll also help you to understand the psyche of the Entoban nobility. So tell me, how do you intend to sway them to your side? Is it really so difficult for you to accept that we are the right people for this, Glacius? How else do you think we are to do it? We are going to give ourselves up to the people of Kusan and show them we come in peace, and explain our plight to them and offer our services in repayment for their losses. If they understand that whoever opened the Eternal Gates is our common enemy, they'll be willing to help us. Oh, that is as much as I expected. However, there is much more to it than that. I do not mean any disrespect, Marcus. I am well aware of your great wisdom, but you know very little about the customs of the Entoban royalty. Entobian royalty. The people of Entoban are very proud and obsessed with century-old notions of honor and moral codes. Simply walking in and asking them to sign a peace treaty is to them implying that they are weak and rubbing their noses in an already humiliating defeat. Even the Eternal Gates will not be sufficient cause for them to trust you if you have slighted their honor. We're not even gonna give them a chance. I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, I want to say we should give them a chance, but, like, this situation is dangerous. And we should be prepared for if Glacius is right. I don't want to believe Glacius, but I want to be prepared for the possibility that he is right.
They can't surely be stubborn as to ignore something that's a danger to our Legionwood. I think you are overreacting just a little.
I can assure you it's not just paranoia. I was once good friends with a trader from Kusan. They'll do anything to preserve their honor, even if it means having to stop the Eternal Gates on their own. You must remember that these people think we're the villains. To them, they have embarked on a noble crusade by waging war to destroy something that not only threatens their people, but the rest of Legionwood as well. What I'm suggesting is that if you want to stand a good chance of becoming friends with them, you have to appeal to the sense of honor.
We're admitting that we were wrong, and we're making an effort to settle this peacefully, instead of resorting to more bloodshed. Isn't that honorable enough? I'm sorry, but you seem to think we don't know how to handle a delicate situation. I'm one of Trevelle's 4 generals.
Wait. There's only 4. Oh, she's that important. Okay. Okay, I didn't know that.
I've proven my worth, and I did it without anyone's help.
I don't like to say more than you do, but maybe he's right. Can't hurt to at least hear what he has to say. In the end, it's still up to us what we want to do, right?
Fine, but I've had about enough of people in this town already. I don't need anybody's help, not if they're going to talk down to me or my men.
I apologize, General. I did not mean to insult you. I'm sure you are very experienced in what you do, or at least you think you are. Wow. I'm merely suggesting I have a way of ensuring that you have the best chances of gaining the barbarians' trust, and I would implore you to take it. Here, take a look at this. Barbarian proof. Huh? What's this? This is the seal of the Entobian royal family. It means a great deal of importance to the king and queen of Entoban. There are only 3 in the entire kingdom. One is held by the monarch, another by his closest heir, and the third by his most trusted war chief. The war chief just happened to be the one who led the attack of Ferrum. When we liberated our city and killed him, it fell into our possession. The people of Entoban consider the loss of the seal to the enemy the most humiliating defeat they can suffer, and they cannot stand the thought of the royal proof being somebody else's war trophy. However, by returning royal proof to Entoban is considered an immensely honorable act. By doing so, you acknowledge their pride and grant them the respect they command. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's not a terrible idea, but it could also go terribly wrong, too.
You better return this to Kusan, and we'll be in a better position to negotiate them. Are you sure to work?
By nature, they're very suspicious people, and I do not trust outsiders easily. Something else must be needed to finally sway them, but that royal seal makes a good peace offering. We are aware that we may have to offer them help to them before they will fully trust us. At the very least, the seal will prove to them that our intentions are honest. You also said you have information about to offer about the monsters that were encountered on journey. What do you have to say about that, Glossius? Yes, I said I would bestow upon you some of the Academy's knowledge to help you combat them. As you already know, the monsters in this area have been made more hostile than usual because of the Eternal Gates. None of us have been near the Interban border, so we cannot tell you what type of monsters have been on the increase. However, we notice that the monsters do seem to keep getting stronger the longer the gates are left open. Given the situation that Interban is even worse than it is here, there's a good chance you'll be outmatched by whatever's on the loose over there. Hence, I'd like to present you all with a tome containing some advanced techniques used by the Academy students that aren't generally taught in the Imperial military. This will allow you to use the Ranger class. It is well suited to those pure of heart, and I think it will serve you well. Okay. Enemies and stay out of danger with range attacks. Huh. And Rapture, Silent Running, and Arrow Barrage. Is it possible that I can buy these skills again? Because I don't want to, like, determine who's going to be this guy immediately. It should add a little more variety to your repertoire and help you keep up with whatever resistance you encounter once you cross the border. Unfortunately, we don't have a tech store in Ferrum. Okay, there you go. That's why I couldn't find it. So you'll have to make do with what I've just given you, but this fighting style is adapted from one that is commonly used in Enterbon, so you should be able to find more text once you get to your destination. Oh, boy. I hate that! That's all the aid I have to give for now. Provided you keep in mind what I said and don't do anything foolish, you should be fine. Is everything understood?
It is fine. We'll deliver the proof back to the King of Enterban and try and be on the lookout for monsters. Look, despite the obvious problems between your Academy and Felix, I appreciate the help, but there's one thing I don't understand. Why help us? If you don't trust us and you don't trust Felix, why would you do it?
We acknowledge that this is bigger than the personal issues we have with Felix. Yeah, sure. We can't change the Emperor's decision even if we don't agree with it, and we just want to make sure that our lives are in the most capable hands possible. For my part, I don't like Felix, and I don't like he's involved in something so important. In my experience, he's only been responsible for death and pain. That's all he's ever done is ruin other people's lives. That goes back a long way. Perhaps it's time to let it go, at least temporarily. We're not in danger, right? Orion speaks well. God just don't mean anything when there's such a huge threat hanging over Legionwood. If I'm going to trust you with my life, I just want to make sure you are prepared for the trials you have to face. Not just anybody can stop something like this, you know. During the Followers' War, we needed Ark and Gaia to help us, so nobody would be alive today. I just hope that this isn't going to be as bad, because the heroes who saved us last time are long gone. You're all we have. You cannot let us down. Huh? Is that Felix over there? Who is he talking to? Oh, God.
You've got some nerve coming back. You didn't even trying to explain yourself, and you left, you coward.
Is she going to join our group? I have a feeling she is. Like, that's what the pictures mean, right? That's what this game is teaching me.
Damn it, couldn't stay here, Ophelia. Julian Glace just wanted my head on a stick. Never mind that Rowan had been my brother or anything. I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, well, I wasn't one of those idiots, was I? I fought alongside Rowan to protect you. Don't you think I deserve to be told you were leaving? It was enough that I had lost my best friend. I also had to lose the man I loved. Damn it, Felix. I gave myself to you. What do you have to say to that?
Look, I'm sorry, okay? You don't know how sorry I am, but I've been thinking about it ever since the day I left. Now it's over now, and I can't change anything.
Look at my face, Felix.
Ophelia, no, I won't.
Okay.
Damn it, look! You see the scar? That's what those bandits did to me when I wouldn't tell them where you were. That's how much you meant to me. Look how you'd have paid it.
I know, Ophelia. A lot went wrong that night. That's why I left. All of it was my fault. You were better off without an idiot like me around. I didn't want to ruin your life, too.
You already ruined my life, Felix. You left me here alone, and I tried to tie up all the loose ends you left behind. You know what? You say you're sorry now, but I don't believe it. You never thought to come back and make your peace with what happened. You never even paid your respects to Rowan's grave. The only reason you're back now is because you're being forced to come here. You'll be gone again soon, and once again you'll have to run away from the past.
Really, I never meant to.
Okay. Just take it like a man. I mean, she kind of has a point.
Enough, I've had enough. If you had any decency at all, you stop making excuses and take responsibility for what you've done. I'm not going to spend any more time talking to you until you've done some serious thinking. I don't care about the Eternal Gates. If you can control your own life, what hope does anyone else have?
I'm maybe she's right.
That didn't sound too good. Let's go and see what's up. Oh my god, it's time for me to go. Oh, I will see you next time, guys. Bye!